Hey y'all, it's Shelly. I'm sharing with you this altered item for Melanie, who is Intelligent Bella. We started an altered item swap forever ago, and we have mailed things to each other, but we have not ever finished our altered item. Well, now you see before you my finished product. I really wanted to have it done for her birthday, but that didn't happen. So, I sent her the mini album that's a few videos back. And this was not my original plan for her altered item. The original plan for an altered item was an altered book. And when I started doing it, I just did not like the way it was going. It just wasn't coming out the way I wanted it to. And this, I might actually still add some feet to this, so it'll be up off the table. I haven't decided. So it may actually change a little bit, but it'll just be legs, nothing major. I'm so sorry, y'all. I've got a kind of a sore throat. But this is the Kaisercraft Beyond the Page Princess Drawer Shelf Kit. I don't have a photo of what it looked like before. I'm sorry, I wish I had taken one. But basically what I did was I painted it all white. And I even did the drawers. They even, they send you the drawers. They're just chipboard and they're flattened out. You have to make them on your own. Painted the drawers, painted the inside. And it comes, like, you can see in there how it's the pattern paper. It actually comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. Do you see that joint right there? Okay, that's 2 pieces. Maybe you can see it better right down through there. Okay, so that's 2 pieces. So you glue the front and the back together to give a little bit of dimension here, which is probably kind of hard for you to see because the beast is covering it up. It's easier to see, in person. So, then after I painted the drawers, I covered the sides, covered the back with yellow paper. Then, this is actually Cinderella paper from Hot Off the Press, but I didn't have enough of the Belle paper left, so I decided I would go with light blue, dark blue, and then the yellow. And I made a little boo-boo on the edges, so I just covered them up with white paint, and then I added some Candle Glow Smooch Spritz with a paintbrush to kind of take away the brightness of the white paint, and did the same thing on this one. And this is actually the one I made the boo-boo on, so I made it on the sides and the bottom, and I didn't have any more paper, so I had no choice. I had to leave it the way it was. So I made the two drawers the exact same, except for that one. That one is the bottom. This metal is from Monica, who is scrapping for my boys. I just glued it on with glossy accents. Then I took a paper piercer and pierced it through the middle, and added this Wild Orchid Craft pearl brad to the center. And so it just slips back in. And you can see there the paper, it's papered there on the back instead of painted. Painted the, the inside and all. Painted the back with the white. And then I used the glitter Mod Podge over it. I'm certain you probably can't tell that on video, but Then I decided I wanted to do something a little bit different for the castle towers, and it's hard for you to see this middle one up close, so I'm just gonna turn it sideways. And I just took the EK Success, or no, it's a Fisker's punch called Treading Water, and I just punched a bunch of this out, alternated it with white and yellow. And then these sides, I put one strip of yellow, some lace, and then some flat back pearls. So I did that on both sides. Then I added all of the flowers, the clustering up here. I have a ton of different flowers. This is a Recollection. This is Wild Orchid Craft. This is Wild Orchid Craft. That's Recollections. This came from Saw Crafters. I'm not even sure if you can see it that well. Let me see if I can. This one right here is from Saw Crafters. And I sprayed those with that Candle Glow spray as well. And then these are Wild Orchid Crafts. Oh, and that's not supposed to be there. And then this is another piece of metal from Monica. I just cut it out and tucked it around. These came from McDonald's Toys. And this actually started out a lot different. I had the whole little cast: Lumiere, Mrs. Potts, Chip, Clocksworth or Cogsworth, whatever his name is, and I lost Chip. So I felt like I couldn't put them on here without Chip. And it was actually going to be a little bit crowded. And the reason I wanted to add Chip and Mrs. Potts and others is because Melanie loves tea and teacups. But I couldn't find Chip. So this is where we ended up. But I think it turned out pretty well. So after I did all of my flowers, there's another cluster here. And all of these are the same ones. All Wild Orchid Crafts. And this one right here is... these came from Hot Off the Press, paperwishes.com. Hot Off the Press is not the brand. It's from paperwishes.com. And then this is another one from Saw Crafters. And then this is the side. These are Wild Orchid Crafts, but I actually got them from Gisela Lavish Laces. This one is the cream, and then this one is supposed to be... No, sorry, I guess this is white and this is cream. But they look really light yellow to me, so... this cream one did, so I just used it as a light yellow and then sprayed. And then there's another Wild Orchid Crafts, Saw Crafters, and then there's a little blue one right here that, I don't know if y'all remember when they started carrying those shabby chic treasures or something like that at Michael's. I got a bunch of these little packs for like 10 cents. And this is the first time I've remembered to get them out and use them. Another piece of metal from Monica. There's actually a few more there. And then there's another little flower cluster down here. And then this is more of that lace and the punch, the EK Success punch. And then I wanted to carry on some of the brick from back here to somewhere else on it. So I added it right here, a strip all the way down each side. So then there's a strip on this side as well. And I didn't want to, just cover it with flowers, so I just did the small cluster here. And then there's another cluster here on this side. All the same brands, and then just lightly sprayed with that. And this is actually showing up a lot different color than it actually is after I sprayed it. It looks like it's really like off-white, but it's more of a pale yellow. And then after that was done, after I had it all decorated the way I wanted to, I went back and added the flat back pearls down the side, across the top, and then the bottom, and the place where the drawer connects there in the middle. So that is it. It's kind of another one of those things that is hard to film, but I will do still photos and add them at the end, as I always do, or I always try to do. And if you have any questions on anything, feel free to ask. And I hope Melanie likes this. And I hope you're all having a great day and getting a lot of crafting done. And let me know what you think.